1,000 aspects of the human experience, presented in sound and motion.
It's Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Rob and the Captain. Captain. Tape Talk.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
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 Captain.
Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Birthday Ranger Edition.
Birthday Ranger Edition.
Birthday Ranger Edition.
It's Captain Adam's birthday. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Captain.
Rob and the Captain. Birthday Ranger Edition. It's Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. And now, here's Rob from Rob's Vintage Video and Captain Adam from Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain.
Captain.
Rob and the Captain.
Birthday Rager. Look at that. The man of many talents.
Well, I can't use that one again. That's bad.
Wow. I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Puma. Yes, she wished me a happy birthday on YouTube when I shared the link.
Nice.
She was very nice of her. Oh, I feel like she's my auntie too. You know?
Nice. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Happy
Hey,
birthday,
John.
man.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well out there.
Happy birthday, Captain.
Hey, Adam. Adam Wright is here. Thank you, Adam. I was hoping you would join us, Adam.
Greetings and salutations. It is he.
It is he. It is Professor. Thank you, Professor. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Well, actually, know what? You didn't wish me happy birthday yet, so never mind. F you, Professor. F you.
You're just saying greetings and salutations.
Okay, yeah. You probably didn't even know it was my birthday.
He knows.
Dickhead.
Hello. Happy birthday. Let's get some cake up in the hizzy from Pugwall.
Hello, Pugwall. Thank you, Pugwall. Thank you very much.
Rager.
Rager, by the way, is not an actual word. I've had to convince my autocorrect many times that it is. Rager is not a word.
Yeah.
But now my computer thinks it is. Yeah, rage is a word. Raging is a word. Rager, however, apparently is not a word according to my computer. You know what, though? Now it is, because I convinced my computer it is a word.
Yeah, well, there you go. You know, like people say, I'm a rager, and you're like, that doesn't exist.
No, not a word. Not a word, apparently.
Yeah.
No, just call me.
Happy birthday, Captain. I tried to get the robot from Rocky IV to sing you a happy birthday, but Stallone did not want to disclose his location.
I'm not surprised, but I appreciate the effort. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, Paulie.
Big Tony's here, and he says, where is he? Oh, he's rolling away on me. Where are you, Big Tony? There he is. How you guys doing? By the way, I just got accepted to a job training program.
Good.
Excellent, Big Tony.
Yeah, hopefully it's thank you, Tony. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hopefully the job training program is how to wrangle chicks. But you don't need much help with that, do you, Tony? I know you don't.
He's got all kinds of girlfriends.
Yeah, I don't think he needs any help with that.
He is your auntie. She is, yes.
Yeah. Yes, you are now. You are now, Puma.
What's going on there, Ginger Ninja?
Ginger Ninja, hello yourself.
Happy birthday, Cap.
Thank you very much, Ginger Ninja. I appreciate that. Yes.
Wow, now I did know because this was mentioned on Friday, and I had rum and coke in your honor, so the birthday was well celebrated by yours truly, Cap. That's see that? Remember, he was drinking for you. He was drinking rum.
I know that. I know that. I don't remember that because I was drinking for that same reason. You have to forgive me, Professor. I'm sorry. I remember now, of course. Now I remember. You know, we forget things.
That's right. You know,
especially now that I'm 797 years old. I forget things.
Memory starts to slip a little bit.
Yeah, that's the first thing to go. Yeah.
Big Lars here says happy birthdays to the captain.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you very much. What a guy.
And Big Tony said he also wished you happy birthday on Instagram.
Oh, you did? I have to look at it. I know I just posted a bunch of stuff probably within the last hour because I just thought to do the music thing, like, well, you add music to the post, and I had no idea that Instagram had such a extensive Faith No More library until like a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to start doing this from now on.
Yeah,
But again, I always say with Instagram, it's like I never think about it. Like I just never think about it.
Yeah, you're like the only person on the planet.
Apparently, yeah, apparently. So yeah, I did post about this show, but only about an hour ago. So I'm sure many of you out there will get this tomorrow. Get my post tomorrow about it, but whatever.
And when you're watching the rerun, we're saying hello to you.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. At least I tried.
It's your birthday, and you got anything special happening besides the stream?
No, actually, no. This is it. You were my only friend. You and Adam Wright. Well, of course, all the people out there, but
okay.
Yeah,
nice. No barbecue. You don't got no chunks of meat lined up to burn up or nothing.
Yeah, that was the weekend. I did it over the weekend. Having a birthday on a Monday is kind of lame, isn't it? It's like, whatever.
Yeah, because Monday's like that, right?
Yeah, so you celebrated like today, on Saturday. I did, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So now you're doing a chill birthday stream, taking it in slowly.
Thanks. Yes, thanks to you, Rob. Thank you for this opportunity to do a birthday stream.
I don't mind Monday. Streams, man. You know me. I like to celebrate my friends' birthdays and stream and hang out and have a beer. Yeah. Tonight I'm having an MGD.
Oh, a Miller Genuine Draft, eh? Classic.
Yes, I am.
Classic. I used to love. Well, I guess I still do, but I used to love Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, just great stuff. It's all but it has to be in the bottle. The glass bottle is the total difference, because if you have it in a can, it tastes like garbage. But the glass bottle, that sleek looking clear glass bottle, just makes it taste all the better. And I cannot explain why. It's some kind of elf science. I don't know what it is, but
I am going to I'll take that in consideration, because I had one of those and it was in a can and I did not like it.
No. The can changes it, and I can't explain why. I just can't. But
it's weird. It's weird. Some beers I like better in a can, and some beers I like better in a bottle.
Yeah. And that bottle design for the Miller High Life is see the can, but the bottle is totally different. That bottle design has been the same ever since they started making it. It's like they never changed the bottle design. It's perfect. So
797 years old. Damn, Captain. That's Seawater Breeze works wonders with the skin. That's right.
It does. It really does.
You are the captain of the Jolly Roger, and you are in fact immortal.
I don't know about that. I think I would know. Well, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But it just happens to be, man. I'm just here floating around.
So listen, Professor, when you get a strange message from the captain and is on his deathbed, he's going to be like, oh, "You were wrong."
Yeah, you're wrong. Guys. Oh yeah. Oh man.
It's like drinking Coke in the glass bottle. Yes, liquid ambrosia. Not like that awful taste in plastic garbage. Yeah, well, I find that it's crazy the difference, though.
It is
in comparison. It really is.
Yep.
But I don't find it's bad out of the plastic bottle. I find it's like it just lacks taste. It kind of it becomes like more tasteless, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
For some reason, whatever the container, the liquid embodies, it just it just changes it. And because I know, what was it? It was a couple years ago. Well, I guess I say a couple years ago, probably 10 years ago now. But I think Bud Light did this promotional thing where they had like the Tall Boys, like normal can, but it was like in a plastic bottle. And they were pretty much like giving it away for free in bars just to try it out. Okay. And of course, I drank a bazillion of them, and they were disgusting, dude. They were disgusting, just because of the plastic bottle. And I can't explain why that is, but that matters so much. I don't know why.
Have you ever drank a Budweiser or a Bud Light out of that aluminum bottle?
Yes, there was that too. Yeah, there was. They were doing. Bud Ice did that, and Bud Ice, and then Bud Light did that as well. I think Heineken tried that as well.
They don't
And
taste bad.
I never
they
liked
taste
it.
Weird.
It was terrible. It was just terrible. I don't know why.
But like
I don't know
Professor
why.
said, man, that Coke in the glass bottle or like a nice cold Budweiser in the glass bottle, you get that little fizz burn in the back, man, when you're giving a couple of gulps there. Whew.
Yeah, I
Hard to
mean,
beat. Hard to beat.
I don't drink Coca-Cola anymore because I found out what they do to car batteries, and I'm not really all about drinking that, but that's okay. But as a kid, I drank the shit out of it, and what came out of a glass bottle compared to what comes out of the can in a plastic bottle, completely different worlds, completely different.
All right, I didn't get much soft drink when I was a kid because my parents just didn't buy that kind of stuff. So, but as I got older, like right now, like especially if I had a couple of beers, like the next day when I'm a little hungover a little bit, man, a Coke full of ice from like McDonald's I love it. I can't beat it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you bring up McDonald's because that's another thing in drink or beverage psychology. McDonald's has their straws are like just a little bit wider, so it lets more like air in. So like the drinks taste different. So Coke is always better from McDonald's for some reason because of the straw.
I was told that I can't remember exactly where I got the info. I think I might have read it on. You know those pickers shows, those kind of. Oh no, I think it was like Pawn Stars or something like that. You know where they're showing certain things and they give you some info at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was one of those kind of things where they said that if you want to get the closest taste to the original Coca-Cola flavor is from McDonald's.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because they got some kind of machine there that's a little bit different. The way they pour it is a little bit different than all the rest of the soft drinks they have. They have the Coke has its own little thing. I don't know. That's what
I heard that too, to where it's like the design of the straw is like patented, and the design of their dispensers are patented as well. So that's very, very interesting. I mean, just the texture.
Yeah.
You know,
I like Guinness's better draft and bottle, but can is an odd taste. Okay, yeah.
Like I think can, as far as beers go, I think cans only work when the beer's already shitty. You know what I mean? That's why I drink my Keystone Lights out of big cans. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's already garbage.
I find this MGD is a pretty good beer, and I like it in the bottle and the can. Well, and I drink Sapporo, and I love it in the can. I don't mind it in the bottle, but I prefer it on tap. Draft is the best way to go.
I think draft is the best way to go too for anything.
But I can't. Do you like Guinness?
Only draft, and like very, 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 very sporadically. Like maybe one. It's too filling.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do Guinness.
Yeah, too filling.
Bud Light is horrible.
It is. No, it is. He's not wrong.
Beer in a plastic bottle. It does sound gross as soon as you say it.
And it was. Like I said, it was a promotional gimmick they were doing, and it didn't last long.
Yeah, the glass bottles are more inert than plastic and aluminum, meaning they don't interact with the drink inside.
It's science. Science. It's not magic. It's science.
That's right.
Yeah. Isn't it? Plastic molecule, small message. Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. Poly linings that can absorb flavors. Yeah. You see, this is where you come to get the science, boy.
That's right. Thank you, Ginger Ninja.
Ginger Ninja got the info.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard about that. Yeah. Like the microplastics thing and all that. And
Bud Ice is awesome. You want to know something cool? Cool for you and not cool for me. They don't have Bud Ice. They don't have Bud Ice in Canada. I used to cross the border. I used to go across the border to I think my ex-girlfriend's country place was called Rouse's Point.
Yeah.
And we used to cross the border to go there, and we stopped at the Grand Union, and I used to be able to get Bud Ice, and it was in a clear bottle. They had a 6-pack of bottles, and it was in a clear bottle, and the bottle is kind of like chipped like ice a little bit. It's like
yes. Like oh yeah, you're bringing back a lot of memories now, Rob.
Oh man, those beers are so good, man. Oh
yeah, Larry. You don't have that. That's funny. Well, I want to say I'm sorry to hear that, but I guess I'm not, because it was a bit rubbish beer. It was a good when you're a teenager trying to get drunk real quick thing. That's how I. Yeah, that's what I started drinking on was Bud Ice.
Well, see, we didn't have Bud Ice, like I said, but in my
Yeah.
neighborhood, everybody, and in my high school, everybody drank Budweiser. That's what everybody drank. And then you had
Yeah.
an odd person that drank something else, but
Yeah.
for the most part, everybody was drinking Bud.
You know, it's funny. You think it's like, well, I wonder why everybody started off drinking with Budweiser. You know, maybe because when we were kids, we saw commercials with like Christmas time, a carriage being pulled by a bunch of horses, Budweiser all over it. Every other race car had a Budweiser sponsorship. Budweiser was everywhere, so it's like no wonder everybody drinks. They start off drinking with Budweiser.
Yeah, I drank it because I think Dan Connor drank it.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's just a nice, even Steven beer. It's like, oh yeah, give me a Budweiser.
Like Dan Connor from Lausanne used to drink the Budweisers.
Yeah.
Even on TV, like whenever you watch a TV and they were drinking beer, it was always Budweiser, always.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's always like a TV or like a movie when they go like there's like a bar scene, like the main character goes in or a character goes in, sits down at the bar, and he tells the bartender, "Oh, give me a beer." Okay, they just give him a beer, like they know what he means. Like you try doing that in real life, see what happens. They're like, "Okay, what kind of beer, asshole?" You know.
Or they give you something and it's like, what the hell is this? You never tasted anything like that in your life.
Yeah. Well,
Mexican Coca-Cola, it's a whole new world.
Well, I asked Professor about that. He did a whole video about it. Yeah.
Fun fact, the professor drank the 12-pack of Bud Light and had the worst hangover I had since that time I got drunk on various bottles of wine. Yes, Budweiser and all those beers that have the loaded with additives and preservatives, they give you nothing but hangover. You got to drink a premium beer, clean beer that don't have those additives and preservatives, like a Heineken, like a Sapporo. Mm-hmm. I think MGD is clean too, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look deeper, but all those beers that got those additives and preservatives, you're getting a hangover for sure. I don't get hangovers. I drink Sapporo. I can drink as many as I want. I never get sick. I never have a headache. Get a little tired because I drank like 15 of them, but that's
well, well, that's quantity, not quality, right?
That's normal, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm always good. So
yeah. Well, as we learned from the show, your Sapporos actually have like almost 2 grams of protein per serving, don't they?
Yeah. And they're good for they're good to keep away heart disease. That's what it says. But Coronas are good, man. I like the Coronas. I like Dos Equis. I like the Modelo. I like all that shit.
Yeah. I used to, when I did drink full flavored beer, I was always a fan of Dos Equis and
Sol.
Yeah, what was the other one I always drink too? I don't remember. Yeah, there was this nice Mexican restaurant, or I guess it was more Spanish cuisine restaurant I would always frequent that always had Dos Equis on tap, and they had you had like a normal size, but then they had like a huge, and the huge one was only like $1.50 more. So I was like, well, just give me the huge one. Well,
I always supersize it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like, what am I, an asshole?
You
give me that Grand Poobah meal.
I don't want to waste time with ordering another one.
Yeah, I'll diner size me.
You know how many times I've been in a bar and I ordered 2 beer at once because I don't feel like waiting?
Yeah. Yeah, a busy bar is one of the worst things in the world. And it also lets you know how much of an alcoholic you are. You're like, oh man, I'm sitting here being so impatient. Like Pee-wee waiting through the tour at the Alamo. Like,
But Rob's saying it's facts. I've tasted Coke from many different soda fountains in different places, and McDonald's has the best tasting fountain Coke, and it doesn't fall flat quick either.
Well, 2 things here. First of all Rob ever says is facts.
Well,
Second of all,
I like where this is going.
It is a scientifically proven thing that Coke from McDonald's tastes way different than anywhere else.
You would figure they have some kind of like partnership with Coca-Cola anyways, and they would try their best to have the best Coke, right?
Yeah.
That just sounds logical to me anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Captain Adam. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, Black Ice. No, I don't know. Black Ice is a whole different thing. That's not Budweiser. Black Ice is like...
Yeah.
I don't think you guys got that in Canada. That's like 9% or 7% or 8% or something like that.
That's rot gut.
Yeah, man. That stuff was like in Canada. We got beers that go up to like I don't even know how many percent, man. Like they're not even beer anymore. It starts turning into something else.
It's not even beer anymore.
No, it's starting to get into like alcohol, like hard stuff, and it's like it tastes like beer, but I'm taking 2 sips and I'm whacked.
Yeah, they're malts. They're malt beverages.
I had
Yeah.
Budweiser once many years ago. Never again.
Yeah.
Budweiser, no. I mean, it's like any other beer. If you're going to have one
You're going to have 1,000.
or two, then maybe you won't notice it. But if you have like 6 Budweisers or more, you're going to notice it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Budweiser, much like Coors Light, if you go to a bar, there's usually like some kind of like promotional thing running. It's like, we got Budweiser on draft. You know, it's only like $2.50. And everything else is like $4.50. So it's like you're going to go with the Budweiser, and you rack up a $30 bar tab, and you're smashed because you had like a dozen of them.
Bud Select is good. I've never had that.
Haven't either. I haven't had either. But yeah.
I don't know if it's just that I don't know if it's just that it doesn't travel well, but it tastes like trash. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it also, I should say that you never really know when you get like older, like an older stock in the bar, like or the liquor store. It's like who knows how long that's been there. It could be stanky, you know what I mean, or skunky.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't really. You don't really know. I mean, because I've had Budweiser at bars before, where it's like, oh man, this tastes awesome, and then other times it's like this doesn't taste very awesome at all. This tastes kind of like sweat from some kind of unicorn, some kind of afflicted unicorn's balls. Like it's like it's not. It's just it's too different. It's too different, I should say.
From a mythical creature, it makes it even worse.
Well, yeah, or like it's like just tastes like pits from a satyr, like just some kind of satyr's armpits.
Speaking, we're on the right topic because I knew Puma was going to bring this up. Pabst Blue Ribbon. That beer is so terrible.
Yeah, well, yeah. Do you know how many PBRs I drank in my day? I couldn't even tell you unestimated amounts of PBR in my day.
Yeah, well, I'd have to like talk to you later about that and find out why you would do that, but
I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I'll tell you right now. I have no idea why. I don't know.
That is like drinking. Like after you've done like a large load of dishes, the sink water. That is what Pabst Blue Ribbon is.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that. When I was in my 30s,
I wouldn't water my plants with that.
When I was in my 30s, about 50 years ago, that was like my exclusive drink was PBR, and I never had much of a problem with it. But recently, I tried to revisit those days, and like, I'll have a good 6-pack of PBR.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I don't know what I saw in it because I was like, obviously my taste has changed because I did not like it whatsoever. It tasted like complete and total rancid shit.
Yeah, that's the I had it once, and that's the gist I got from it.
Yeah.
I drank it. I was already drunk, and I had a couple of those at the end of the night, and they put me to bed. I meant gut rot. I felt sick, and it was terrible. I'll never drink that shit again. And everybody drinks it because it's like the punk rock beer. It's the
it got trendy.
Beer.
It got trendy. That was what happened with that.
Trendy beer. You know what I mean? Like, but it tastes like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good. And what's interesting is that's one of those beers that actually does taste better in a can. So that tells you everything you need to know about PBR.
Because a can usually waters the taste down a little bit.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
No, thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dan and Har. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday for Mr. Dan.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for showing up there, Mr. Dan. Nice to see you, buddy.
Yes, thank you very much.
Budweiser used to get me super bloated.
Yes. Well, that's why you need to drink Bud Light. Just like Miller Lite. What do they say? More beer, less filling.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible that all these people that drink non-alcoholic beer still get drunk? Like it becomes a psychological thing and their brains trick them into feeling drunk?
Well, that is funny you bring that up, Professor, because we've actually talked about this
Basically
on the
saying
show.
placebo, I guess.
Yeah, it's a placebo. We've talked about this before very briefly. Where yes, and I've met people that do get a little buzzed off of NA beer, because in all actuality, NA beer does have just a little bit of alcohol in it. There's a little bit.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
What'd you say?
No, just talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm wondering if I said that word properly or not.
That's cool that you're talking to yourself, even though I'm here on a live stream with you.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, you feel the need to talk to yourself. Whatever. I can leave if you want to continue this conversation.
That's fine. No, you were in the middle of a conversation. I should have muted it.
Yeah, you should have, but you didn't, did you?
Oh well. Hey, happy birthday. Okay.
No, thank you very much. Thank you.
Change the subject.
What were you talking to yourself about? What was so important that you couldn't wait till I finished talking to say?
They probably didn't clean the beer lines. That was what I was talking about.
That's true, too. Yeah. That
happens a lot, though.
Oh, my God. Oh, and I should know better because I've worked in many restaurants in my lifetime, and I should know that the soda lines and the beer lines don't get cleaned as regularly as they should. Right, Rob?
Sure they don't. Dive into the rich and wonderful world of potato vodka.
Oh, yes. I've had that before a long time ago. I remember not having a problem with it.
I don't know if I've had potato vodka. I've had many different kinds of vodka, but I don't know.
You can't really you can't really tell you the truth.
Yep. Have you ever had bison grass vodka?
No, I can't say I have.
It's got and it's like it's made with. I don't know what they do with it, but anyways, some of them that you buy comes with like a piece of grass in it.
Okay, forget it. No, I don't drink stuff with stuff in it. I don't know.
It's got a unique taste for vodka, anyway.
Okay, yeah. Can I just have liquid? Do I have to have particles?
Well, I guess it's fancy to have particles in it.
Well, you remember Goldschlager? You ever had Goldschlager?
Yes.
I don't like that at all. I don't like this idea at all.
Yeah, or it's like, obviously the tequila worm. Like who's going to eat that worm? Are you kidding me? So you have to watch a Poltergeist. You're going to eat that worm for real?
Yeah, exactly. Poltergeist too. We're like,
no,
exactly.
No way, man.
No. Yeah.
In Mexico, you find a 6-pack of beer for $3. Oh shit! A bottle of vodka for $5. Oh my god! I wouldn't ever recommend it, but you could do it if you want to. Still, wouldn't recommend it though.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
6-pack for $3. That's cheap.
Yeah, but at what cost? I mean, yeah,
that is cheap.
I think it's going to matter.
I'm not fully versed in the cheap beers here, but I think you can get a 6-pack of beer here for like somewhere around $10 or a little lower than that. Maybe $7.99 or something. I don't know, something like that.
I mean, I kind of think that's an okay price to pay. $3 though, I wouldn't. Like you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that.
That's too cheap. For $5. Holy smokes!
That's too cheap. Okay, that's too cheap. Like, what does it come? Does it come in a paper bottle? Like how?
It comes like in a zip bag. Like,
yes. I think that would be more
a milk bag or something.
Yeah, I think that would be more expensive. I mean, what? I wouldn't drink that at all.
Casey's here. Casey's working, but he stopped by to say happy birthday, Cap.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I've always wanted to try black vodka. Blavad.
We will open the portal for Blavad.
Yeah, that's it. Grass vodka. Yeah.
I can't do stuff floating in my drink. I can't do it. Sorry.
I can't remember. I don't remember the brand that I used to get it back in the day. I haven't had it in a while though. Mr. Bones is here saying happy birthday.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Bones. Thank you very much. Appreciate you stopping by.
Horror Cat Dad. Don't see it. Can't find it locally. Okay.
You probably have to order it online.
Blavad.
On the magical seas of the interwebs.
Glass bottle, but they probably borderline rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
It's a glass bottle. Ew.
I don't believe that it is. I think it looks like it's glass, but I don't think it's glass. Oh God!
If you're well versed in the your travels and you you've come across like certain kinds of people. There are people out there who drink many weird things
Yes.
to get a buzz. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's not always, they're not always beverages either.
No. I should say mostly they're things you shouldn't drink, but they have anyway.
That's
They
right.
have anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
Vietnamese snake, is that what he said? Snake wine.
Yes. Snake wine.
Wow.
You're getting into some psychotropic material here.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that, man. That reminds me of something. I think I've seen that in a movie or something like that. I know. I don't like that. I'm not drinking no wine with a dead snake in his mouth's open. You see the fat and everything inside. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm drinking that.
I mean, if you're going to drink that, that's got to be like the circumstances surrounding why you are drinking that. It's got to be pretty bad. Like you had a pretty bad week if you're doing that.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if they have like my family and I had to drink it to save my family, then I guess I would drink it. But
you're going pretty deep with it. I'm just saying, like maybe you just had like a really, really rough week. I'll drink this.
I'd have to save my family to drink that shit.
But why? That's a weird scenario. Like
it's disgusting. It's nasty.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, the bad guy's like, "Oh, I can't believe you did that. Oh man, I can't believe you did that. Oh, here, have your family back. I don't want to hang out with you. You're too weird."
Yes, I say that. I say that. I just drank that shit. You don't know what else I can do.
Yeah.
So
I have a feeling.
He's never seen it in the wild.
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff you got to order online. I mean, really,
Want to melt your brain.
Yeah. Have you ever been around somebody who did eat the worm in the tequila?
Man, you see what I'm saying? The serpent rot really adds some pizzazz. Yeah, that's
Well, here's the thing. It's like the same. It's the same thing with the worm in the tequila, to where like it's in there for a long time and it absorbs all the alcohol, but then it also combines with their enzymes, and it becomes a whole new thing, to where it's almost like a magical potion. It becomes like a psychotropic experience. Have you ever seen anybody who actually ate the worm in tequila?
No, I haven't.
It's unbelievable. Like you trip, like you have like an acid trip almost, because of like just the concentration of the alcohol. I've never done it, but I've been in parties where people who have, and they were not in any kind of condition to do anything. They were completely destroyed. I don't recommend it. Don't do it.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to tell me. I would never do that.
No, I'm talking to our viewers.
I'm doing with any bugs and none of that shit.
Yeah, this is the more you know segment of the of Tape Talk. This is our PSA.
Ugh, goddamn. There'd be some like fear. It has to be some kind of fear factor scenario, man. That's the only way I would touch anything.
You mean like win money? You'd win a bunch of money.
Oh yeah, it'd be super crazy amount of money or something like that. It'd have to be something like that. I would never be like, oh man, I feel like living on the edge. Give me a shot of snake venom. Like no.
Yeah, nobody's gonna do eat scorpion crotch for free.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I tried snake infused tequila. Tasted like if you drank tequila at the same time you were chewing a spicy recipe leg of
yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting, man. That's a shit. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, a lot of this stuff, it's like it's not.
You drank tequila at the same time you were chewing a spicy recipe leg of KFC.
I think a lot of this stuff is not so much the taste, or it's just the experience of doing it. Like, I mean, I don't think you wouldn't drink something like that for the taste. You know what I mean? It's like you just drink it to do it.
Whatever. I don't know, man. I'm not. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Poltergeist too, man.
Yeah.
After watching that, you don't eat a worm, and his eye opens up. Hello.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's all over your living room. I don't think so.
Yeah, squirming around your living room. That movie, by the way, was only PG-13. So just let you know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was younger than 13 when I seen that movie.
Yeah. We all were, Rob. We all were.
Yeah. Way younger. Here's $200. Now eat this bowl of bat shit there.
Guano. Man, guano, it's a delicacy.
A lot more than $200.
It's guano. Okay. It's a delicacy. Bat shit is a delicacy in some countries, all right?
Oh boy. Wasn't that how the COVID got started or something?
No, that's eating raw bats. That's how it
Oh.
got started. But
Okay.
it is said that it's how it got started.
Yeah, I know, something like that, something weird
Yeah.
like that.
But apparently, bat shit is different, and if you grind it up, it makes a nice
Speaking of that, I went to Cuba
a nice icing.
I went to Cuba in, I think it was like 2017 or something. Anyway,
You mean Cuba? You went to Cuba?
Went to Cuba, and on the excursion, we went to this cave like thing where people were swimming in this lagoon kind of water, and it was like there was all bat stuff and shit and everything. And anyways, we jumped in just to take a picture and jump back out and left. But later on, I remember seeing something on the news on the social media or somewhere or whatever that a bunch of people who had went there on a trip got sick from the place or whatever.
Mm.
It was amusing to me because I didn't get sick and nothing happened to me. But
you're a carrier. I'm a carrier.
as long as I don't get sick, I don't care.
Meanwhile, you have a bat wing just grows out of your temple.
Yeah, I got one on each side of my ass cheeks. Like, what the shit? I have to grow wings there. Now I gotta wear a girdle. I gotta wear a girdle to keep them down and everything.
Yeah, keep your flaps in.
Yeah, it's like having a tail, like a little dog tail, but it's wings on each side. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's quite uncomfortable sometimes.
Oh, at least we would know when you're happy because you'd be wagging. You'd be wagging.
No, that's what I'm saying. I keep them strapped up underneath my girdle. So you can't see any action. You don't know they're there.
Okay. So we don't know when you're happy or not. We don't know when you need to go outside.
No, I just go outside.
You want to go outside? You gotta go outside?
No, I don't need to go outside yet. No.
I do, actually. I gotta tell you. To be honest with you, I'm getting there. It's my birthday. I've been drinking since 9:30.
Oh, okay. Oh.
No, I exaggerate. I have been drinking since 10:30. No, I'm just kidding. I've been drinking since 7:30.
You can pee when
yesterday.
You want?
I am right now.
The viewers just went from 10 to 5.
It's all right. They tune in to see me pee myself.
Yeah, they probably do, actually.
No, I hope they don't. That's sick. That's sick and gross.
Yeah, I agree. We're down to 5. What time is it? Is it? It's during the week, So people are, they got lives to live, and they
whatever. Okay, whatever.
Crazy drunken tape talk for a birthday stream and everything. They're like,
whatever. Yeah.
Don't you know I have dishes to do?
I don't accept any excuses.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's the way you are. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just saying, excuses are just reasons wrapped in lies. That's all they are.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that. I will be using that from now on.
You're welcome. Oh, it's like it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Speaking of which, yours is coming up. Yours isn't too far away. It's about what? 3 weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 2 weeks? I know it's a Saturday.
Three. I'd say 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. Saturday.
24th. Is it a Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Oh boy.
We'll do our regular tape talk on Friday. Will suffice.
Okay. Well, I'll bring the party favors and.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you. Yeah.
I think that was the one I had up my nose.
Does it make any? Does it make any noise? No.
No, they don't make any noise. For some reason, I can't do it with my right nostril. Well, I can, I guess, but I have to blow really hard. Oh man, this is getting gross.
Yeah, sometimes you got one side that flows better than the other,
Yeah, well, I might have done things that helped that along. You know what I'm saying? Not today, but years past, of course. Stuff that I've long since stopped doing, but yeah.
I always feel like sometimes this side of my sinus. I had a camera. One time they wanted to put a camera up my nose to look at my throat for whatever reason.
Awesome.
And they sprayed. They pulled out a can of WD-40 with
what? Get out of here!
Straw on it.
Okay.
Right?
This is bullshit.
You know when they put the straw on it, the WD-40 straw.
Yeah.
He put it on it, and he put it in my nose, and they sprayed it, and man, it was like I got maced. It like burned. It burned all my sinus, and my nose was like running like crazy, and I couldn't see. My eye was watering, and it was like, and it was burning. It was crazy. It meant to numb me. That's what it was for, to numb me. But I don't know if they sprayed too much of it or what happened. I don't know what happened, but it's like I got maced, and ever since then, this side is not as clear as the other side.
So, are you sure that was like a doctor you went to go see to do that, or was that the cartel that did that to you?
This was at a hospital.
Okay.
And,
just saying, it just sounds a little weird.
But it was a student doctor with another doctor who did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking maybe they were supposed to just give it a shot.
No, I think you were tortured. That's what I think.
And the doctor went like kept his finger on the button. It was macing me the whole time, and it felt like it lasted for 15 seconds. I don't know, but
I think you were tortured.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I went in for a manicure, and they had this weird method of ripping off my fingernails. Oh, it was great. It was so relaxing.
Yeah, that sounds relaxing.
Yeah.
Stacy says hello. Thanks. Things have been really crazy lately. Happy to join in.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Stacy. I hope things get better. Or thank you for joining us.
We are celebrating Captain's birthday today. Yeah, just having a hangout stream and shooting the shit. Going to the doctor feels like going to the mechanic at our age. You go in for a checkup and they find like 10 things wrong. They need to change you. They need to charge you to fix.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same. Sorry, I just said that wrong.
Well,
you go in for a checkup and they find like 10 things wrong. They need to charge you to fix. There we go.
Well, it's like going to Jiffy Lube, going for an oil change. Oh, it's $57, but you end up like spending like $339. Oh, we checked out your cab filter. Cab filter is filled with a bunch of orphans. We need to change that right away. And we had this little problem here. Your tailgate got tied in a balloon animal shape thing, and we had to fix that for you. We could put it back, but it's going to be more money. That's why. That's why.
What did you say in? No, I can't remember when one of your commercials there is like, is your what? Is your thing all fucked up or? I can't remember.
It was a Little Vino's commercial.
Yeah, something like that.
Little Vino's, man. I tell you, he's great. He's a great guy.
That's some funny shit, man. I wish I had those like the play of like whenever we bring them up because it'd be funny.
You know something? I mean, since we're here, I've been meaning to bring this up to you. Do you think it would be cool if we did commercial breaks in our on tape talk?
I think it'd be cool if we had funny commercials like that to show. Yeah,
guess what I mean. That's what I mean. I'd have to do some.
They're not wrong and they're hysterical, so
I'd have to do some configuring because, of course, YouTube's immaculate content ID now finds all those commercials copyright protected, even though they're not. So I will have to do some finagling and make sure the music's cool. But yeah, we talk about this all the time on the show. How YouTube is just so awful with that anymore. Yeah.
Who would you cast in Captain Adam prequel series, The Coke Life, and Wild Times, etc.?
I know exactly who to cast, but I cannot think of his name. But I've seen him in a bazillion things. What the hell was his name?
You know who I would cast? You can guess who I would cast.
Oh, Demi Moore. Yeah, I would do that or Russell Crowe. Definitely Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe's good. Yeah, Russell Crowe's good. I prefer Demi Moore, but
Morgan Freeman. Maybe Morgan Freeman. If it was on Netflix, it would be Samuel L. Jackson.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, what the hell was his name? It was the guy that was in Balls of Fury.
I don't remember. I don't know his name.
Yeah, see, nobody knows his name.
What is his name? I don't know. He's also in that TV show, The Goldbergs.
Mm-hmm.
I love that dude, man. He's funny as hell. I love the Balls of Fury, that movie. He's funny. What's his name? Anyways, whatever.
He might not have a name. I don't think he has a name. He doesn't have a name. Don't look it up. We don't look at our phones on this show, even though we do all the time.
Dan Fogler.
Did you say Dan Fogelberg? What?
Fogler. Dan Fogler.
I don't know. Could be. I mean, really, I don't know. It could be anything.
I think it's Dan Fogler.
That's two comments of Dan Fogler. So yes, or Fogler.
Fogler. What was I forget. It reminded me of something, and I can't remember what it is. Farley.
Yeah, I just watched. That brings up an interesting point, Rob. And I'm glad you brought this up. This is why we work together so well, because we are symbiotico with each other. We have the same brain waves. Yesterday, I watched Three Amigos, my copy of Three Amigos, which is what Farley. And yeah, great. He just shot the Invisible Swordsman. And this is interesting. And actually, I forgot about this little feature with this tape. And if you watch my channel and the show and tell, I do my Steve Martin VHS, I talk about this. But I always think this is the 86 distribution, the original distribution, Orion Home Video, because that's what it says. 86. It says it on the. Everything about this tape, you can't really see it in my lighting, but everything about this tape says it's the original distribution, HBO video with an Orion, distribution, whatever. But then when you watch it, like the preview, the first thing you see is Austin Powers. Okay, so that's not an 86 distribution. Okay. So this is not an 86 distribution. It just looks like it is, which is very, very interesting.
That's weird.
Then it has it's like an Austin Powers thing. Then there's like a Warner Brothers 2000 home video. So it's like this is a 2000 release, and like Warner Brothers apparently, I don't know. And they give you this preview, all these Warner Brothers classics they re-released on VHS in the year 2000 with a bunch of special features to compete with DVD, all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, that's really weird. Like, what is going on here? Like, I always thought this was like the original first distribution of Three Amigos. But every time I watch it, I'm reminded it's not, and I always forget that. So hopefully this year I won't forget that is not what it says it is.
It's weird too, because I have a cut box of it, which is supposed to be the original.
Yeah.
And the tape looks one way, and it looks like an original tape because it's heavy. It looks well made. And then I found a slip-covered one that looks exactly like it. That looks very new, which I assumed was not the original release. But it looks exactly like that one. But the tape is a little bit different. I think the sticker's a little bit different, but it says there's no other. But I'm going to check it and see what the opening trailers. Maybe.
Yeah, check it out. Kids, it's. Yeah, let me know, because I want to know. Because I don't know what's going on here.
You got me curious now, so I'm going to put that on and check it out.
Because I always watch Three Amigos once a year. That's my thing. I always watch it this time of year, and every year I always remember oh yeah, this isn't what it says it is, because there's no way it's an 86. Okay.
So he was in a type of negative video. Dan Fogler.
Interesting.
Bueller.
No. Okay.
Bueller.
No.
Are you the singing Bush? What do you think?
Yeah. It's the silliest question in all cinematic history. Excuse me.
It's funny as hell, man. The thing doesn't stop singing the whole time since they walk up on it. And
are you the singing Bush?
We both shot up.
Yep.
Would you trade Danny McBride back in time to avail this for Terry Thomas, a British comedian? And I'm not familiar with Terry Thomas.
I'm not either. I'm sorry. I cannot answer that question. I'm sorry, Stacey.
I'd have to do some research. Get back to you.
I wouldn't have to, and I do not have my phone on me. We don't look at our phones on the show, do we? Do we, Rob?
It's a faux pas.
Yep.
Could it be that the box is a proper 86 case, but the VHS is a modern one?
If my lighting was a little bit better, you could see that the VHS looks like it's 86 as well. Very, very simple label. It says Orion Home Video, HBO Home Video, 1986. Like there's nothing different about it. But if you pop it in. It's the first thing you see is Austin Powers, and you're like, that's not right. What's going on here?
Mine are the same. They both say HBO Orion, Orion, and
Orion.
And the sticker is a little bit different though on both of them.
I know.
But the newer one looks super new. Like, let me see if I can bump you up here. Let me see here.
I'm just trying to get my lighting right. I just have this really annoying overhead lighting. Yeah, maybe you can see it a little bit better there. But
yeah, I think I have that exact one.
And like it even has like the Roman numerals thing, which I always hated when distributors did that. Like, who am I, Mark Anthony? Can't you just tell me the year in like normal English?
Yeah, but why would you do that? It's like how many digits long?
It's like you're just wasting ink. Like, but it says in Roman numerals 1986. So it's 1986. But if you watch it, it's not in 1986.
That's weird.
I don't know.
I'm so curious to check mine, man.
Yeah. Oh, just when you think you know everything about VHS, you realize you don't know anything about VHS. Maybe 5% of what there is to know.
What's going on, Matt? Matt says, "Happy birthday, Cap."
Oh, thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Matthew. Thank you, Matt.
He looks like an Ottawa Senators logo. He was one of the people in "It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World." Okay. Oh, okay. Terry.
Yeah,
Thomas.
I believe. Yeah. There's like 1,000 people in that movie, though. I have to.
It was forecasting the future of Austin Powers.
I guess it was. It was almost like it was like a time travel tape. It's like because I didn't even think HBO Video was a thing in like 2000. Like, but I mean, apparently it was. I don't know. It has like a lot of stuff like HBO Video on it, but it has all these Warner Brothers previews. Which is weird.
As soon as I can, I'm looking at my the slipcover one is just right over there. As soon as I can, I'm going to put it on and see what the opening trailers are.
Why don't you do it now?
Well, I could do that, yes.
Yeah, could do that now.
Rocky 5.
Rocky 7.
Rocky 7.
Yeah.
Rocky 2. I know, like my favorite Rocky is Rocky 3. So.
Yeah, I mean that's everybody. If you ever meet anybody who says Rocky 5's their favorite, don't hang out with them anymore because that's the same people that probably like Karate Kid Part 3. Like, you don't need the kind of negativity in your life. Okay.
Happy birthday, Captain! It's Lay Day.
Hey, thank you, Lay Day. You know what? I figured this out, Rob. Why Lay Day wasn't here with us this past Friday? I think she was at that festival. Remember, she was saying she was going to a festival on her live stream. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Partying.
Yeah, partay.
He was partaking in the partay.
Yeah. I hope you got twisted. I hope you got twisted, Lay Day.
Night away.
Yeah, I hope you were twisting the night away.
Never seen Rocky 5. Adam says.
Don't bother, Adam. Don't bother. It's terrible. It's just not good. I mean, it's not good. Like, especially like the elevation you experienced from Rocky 4. How great that was. Rocky 4, of course, ended the Cold War. I don't care what anybody says. That's what did it. Great movie. Very positive movie. Makes you feel good. You watch Rocky 5. The beginning of Rocky 5, of course, takes place right after Rocky 4, and where it's like Rocky in the shower after his fight with Drago, and he's actually having a stroke because of all the brain damage he just received. And it's like, okay, why are you watching this movie? Why are you watching this movie? Like, what are you doing?
I saw it in the theater, that movie.
I'm sorry you did that.
And I remember feeling like, why would they leave Rocky like this?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, why do they write it like this, where he's just left back in the hood, like with mental problems and shit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he loses all his money. It's okay.
Yeah, man, it was like, it's really depressing. Like, what the hell?
Whatever, dude. Like, that is a hell of a way to end the saga. And no, I don't. You could say all Creed. Yeah, sure. They made Creed to make up for Rocky 5. You cannot tell me otherwise.
This is the best thing ever. Just like The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie ever.
Yeah. Oh, you're being very facetious, Larry. Very
Just came
facetious.
back from a 3-day goth/industrial
That's
music
yeah,
festival.
yeah.
She's exhausted. I bet you are.
Yeah, I forgot that you had mentioned that on your stream this past week, Lady, but that's why you weren't present on our stream this Friday, because you were having a great time. I hope you had a great time. Did you have a great time? Let us know how you had, what kind of fun you had there at the
I'm
time.
sure she had a great time. Is that the one with the cyborg? Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right.
that's the one. Were there Professor? Were there lots of sexy goth ladies in that goth festival, eh?
Oh God, yeah, that. You
Rocky
just
Four
set
has
off
the robot, Adam. Yes, Rocky Four is like my one. 3 is my favorite, and my next one is 4.
Yeah, yeah,
I like those. Those 2 are like my growing up. They're the ones that mean the most to me.
yeah, yeah. Well, they're the most like commercially fun, like Rocky 3 and Rocky. If you watch like Rocky 1, well, Rocky and Rocky 2, not that fun. They're very very they're drama. Like they're like,
Mhm.
and also they're kind of boring. If I can be totally honest, they're
Yeah,
boring.
a little
But
bit.
because like if you're like me, the first ones you watched was either Rocky 3 or Rocky 4, which is what was really marketed
Yeah,
when it became marketable. So like you started watching them, then you go back later on and watch Rocky 1 and 2. Like, a
yeah.
little
I agree.
boring.
I was saying, it was
But
a lot of fun. She says it was a lot of fun and lots of great music and dancing.
good, good, good.
No, have you ever met Cal Ripken or Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray. Did I say Eddie Murphy? Eddie Murray.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Have you met them?
No, I
Neither
haven't.
have I. Have you ever met Eddie Murphy?
No, I'm not. No, not yet, at least.
I'd rather meet Eddie Murphy.
Mhm.
3 is my favorite because Rocky has to come back and win the title back. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Rocky is really at his most vulnerable in 3, I should say, because that's when Mickey dies, and he's
that's
just
what I was going
really,
to say. Like, there's the Rocky 3 is the best for a lot of reasons, and
yeah,
it's the most like has the most epic scene. Obviously, when Mickey dies, it has
Mhm.
the best villain in all of them, Clubber
yeah,
Lang.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, Mr. T was crazy in that movie, man. Like,
yeah. It
hey, Clubber
was,
Lang.
yeah. Clubber Lang, yeah, one of the best villains of a movie history. But really, was he a villain? Was he that much of a villain?
Well, the way
Because
he acted was a villain. He acted like a villain.
well, the
He
thing
was, he
is,
was
though, if
quite
you like,
rude. He was quite rude.
the whole thing is, yeah, he was very rude, of course, but the whole thing is like he was being denied a championship shot, just because of like his behavior, like where like the boxing association was like, nah, we're not gonna, and like he was kind of mad about that. And you know what? But he was a number 1 contender. He really should have had a
Yeah.
title shot.
Well, he had a right to be mad. He
Yes,
definitely had a right to be mad, but he just went
but
about it in
yes,
a bad way, which is usually what happens when you force your way into things.
yes, yeah, he was,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
he was a biggest dickus.
Yeah, he pushed Mickey around, and that's what happened
Yeah.
when Mickey died and shit.
Mm.
He's talking to his wife, saying like rude things to his wife and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's fine.
You- you-
You're a paper champion. You can say that all day long if you want to.
You're a
But
paper champion. Come on, Creed.
come on over here,
Come on,
woman.
Creed.
Come on here. Want to be with a real man.
Come on, real man. He's wearing like a feather out of his ear, and he's saying like he's a real man. Okay, dude.
He's got a
Okay.
bunch of those. He's got a bunch of those like feather with the roach clip attached to it that you win.
Yeah,
At the fair.
yeah. Like, okay, dude.
He's got them all clipped on his afro mohawk.
Yeah. What did you win that at a bottle toss at the county fair?
Popping
Okay,
balloons with darts.
Yeah, just calm down there, bro.
Adam likes goth chicks in all black and boots that are 4 feet tall.
Yep. Yeah, Christina Ricci lookalike contest.
Yes, they can be very beautiful. Cyber goth girls, on the other hand, just look off-putting. Okay.
I thought we were talking about Rocky 3. Apparently, I'm wrong on my
Now we're
assumption.
talking about goth girls.
I guess we are.
If you want to change the subject, Stacey, would like to know what your favorite bank robber movie is.
Favorite bank robber in movies.
In movies?
Yes.
Favorite bank robber in movies?
Hmm.
I'm just going to say bank robber movie.
Who would it be? Maybe the two in Raising Arizona, John Goodman and the other guy, when they're robbing that farmer's bank.
I'm going to say Dana Carvey and John Lovitz from with that Nicolas Cage movie or Christmas movie.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Paradise?
Yeah.
That's what I say. Well, the Boxing Association didn't want Drago there because he was borderline cyborg, and no American could beat him. Just ask Apollo.
Yeah, it was not sanctioned. Not sanctioned. It was not a sanctioned championship match. It was nothing. The thing was, when he fought Apollo, it was just an exhibition match. It was just for show. He did not need to kill Apollo, but he did anyway.
He did.
And
it was also quite rude.
Yeah, very rude. Very rude behavior. I mean, that's the thing.
That movie's hilarious to watch, though. Like the technology. I love there's one thing that I like about the 80s. You know me, I'm an 80s guy, right? And one of my favorite things about the 80s is 80s technology.
Mm-hmm.
I love 80s tech, man. You just throw some flashing lights and some switches on stuff, and people are like, "Oh!"
It's very imaginative. Like it's fantastic. Like it's like that's what you think the future looks like is this, but now we're here in the future and nothing looks like that.
No, and we know better because we've been on the internet.
Yes,
and we know now that a bunch of computers cannot make a man stronger.
No, and
not a real man.
Like what we thought the future would look like back in the 80s does not the future make now. I should say. Look what they did to McDonald's. McDonald's used to be a fun, colorful, happy place. Now it's a communist installation. It looks like it's something in North Korea.
Cafe.
They're all like dark brown and gray.
It's a cafe. It's not a restaurant anymore. It's McCafe.
There is no Ronald McDonald. There is no Grimace. There is no Play Place. You will eat a hamburger and like it. Yep.
Stacy was surprised to learn that the Betamax went until 1996.
Actually, Betamax went on until 2015, if you believe that or not, because it did. They produced blank Betamax cassettes until 2015. Believe it or not. Yeah, just blank ones. Like you buy them to record stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they did that. Yeah. VHS stopped doing that, I think, in 2002 for just like the blank. I'm just saying blank, you could record them kind of thing. Not like commercially produced, but just, blank shit. Which I thought was very, 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 very interesting.
That is interesting. We were cheated, never having Mr. T star in an Italian post-nuke / Mad Max ripoff. That's awesome.
There's never been
movies like that at that time.
Yes, there has never been a truer statement said than that. I mean, really, I think, yeah. I mean, I'm really cool with his role in DC Cab. I've said that before. I'm a big fan, but.
Larry didn't have snow chains.
Oh boy.
Oh well. Apollo should have been absorbed into the Overmind and brought back as a cyborg himself. Cyber Apollo. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they would have had a Rocky 6 or 7, we might have seen that, but they didn't do that.
Thank God. I want a movie where all the Rocky villains team up to take revenge on Rocky. So he has to build a cyborg with a happy birthday robot, Polly, to help him out.
Happy birthday, Polly. Like again, piggybacking on the last comment, if they would have had a Rocky 6 or 7, might have seen that, but didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Yeah, she's saying that movies stopped being on them in the 90s.
Yeah, they did. Which actually is longer than I thought they would. I thought they stopped before the 90s because of they went down in flames, but they didn't. Good for you, Betamax. I still have never met I never met anybody that had one when I was a kid. Like Betamax none of our rental stores, video stores had Betamax. Like it was like, what the hell is Betamax?
Yeah,
you know what
I mean, I heard it here and there, but I never really came across one.
Yeah, but yes, Stacey, that's very interesting. That they did stop mid '90s, like you said, but they still made blank Betamax cassettes up all the way up to 2015. Like that's crazy to me. That's crazy. It's insane.
Must have been a market.
Had to be. I mean, why else wouldn't I don't know.
Professor wants to know: do you not count Rocky Balboa as Rocky 6, Captain?
I mean, not really, because it's not Rocky 6, is it? It's just Rocky Balboa. I mean, it could be Rocky 6, right? But I just think it's Rocky Balboa. I think it's the same thing. I think maybe it might be their way, like I said about Creed, might be their way of sort of making up for the depression that is Rocky 5. But just a way to continue on the story, or a way to first to learn to make more money in the later years of his life, like he did with that one Rambo flick and the other Rambo flick.
What the fuck kind of last name is Balboa, anyways?
I don't know. Apparently, it is a real last name. Apparently. Oh my God, Rob, could you give me a second? I got to take a wicked yes.
Yeah, you go on, man. Shit. Walk the plank.
Oh, the E plank.
Yeah, walk the E plank. Captain Adam has it's his birthday. He can pee if he wants to, right? So TNF Surf NES game was fun. I'll take your word for it. We're not really ranking villains tonight, Stacey. Just we're just hanging out, having a birthday stream and stuff. It's a little too much. Captain's gonna. Who knows when he'll get back? It's a long way to the plank and back. There's lots of things that can happen in between, and we can't really, start ranking stuff at the moment. But maybe on another stream. It's his party, and he can pee if he wants to. That's what I'm saying. Pee if he wants to. Pee if he. You would pee too if it happened to you. Thank you for understanding. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm wearing my glow in the dark Rob's Vintage Video t-shirt, courtesy of my good buddy Travis at Mixed Styles. This is this emergency color yellow that super glows like crazy. Do you like Problem Child? I do, because that's John Ritter, no? Or was he just in 2? Yeah, John Ritter. Jack Ritter. Jack from Three's Company. Was it Jack? I can't remember his name. He must pee. You can't hold it in. Develop kidney problems. No, you got to go to the bathroom, man. You don't want any of that holding it in shit. Yeah, it's emergency color yellow or whatever, but it glows like a mofo in this light. No, it doesn't glow in the dark. No, it's just in the black light reflective, man. It's like pretty cool. I tried to get the hat, but now it's summertime and they don't have the winter. I was going to get like the winter hat that glows like this to match it. I do not. I don't watch basketball anymore. I used to watch basketball when I was in high school. And then I used to watch in high school. I used to watch basketball, football, hockey. I used to watch a bunch of stuff, and then I kind of stopped watching all that shit. I'm Raven.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
Can you hear that?
I can now. Oh, it's done. It's done. It's possessed.
What the hell?
Oh, who knows? What happened? What just happened? What happened? What just...
I don't know. You just come back from going to the bathroom, right?
Yeah, I did. I thought I did.
The captain has bladder the size of a cashew.
Yeah. Well, anymore, yes. Had a long day.
Can go. Captain Adam got some moves.
As I do. Well, I guess I do. I don't know. Let's see. Talking about basketball. Yes, for some reason I was a basketball fan in my high school years as well, just like you were, Rob. I was a fan of the Lakers. I have no idea why, but yeah, it is madness. You're right, Adam. But yeah.
I didn't really have a favorite basketball team, but I used to watch. I think I even watched like college basketball when I was younger, and I've never watched that since I'm like 17 or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just really into basketball as a teenager. I have no idea why. Like early teenage, 12 to 14. That after that, I was like, forget it.
If you had a nightclub, who'd work the door and who'd wear the suit and be the overseer?
I think Rob would be the overseer.
I do whatever the captain tells me to.
Well, that's the shtick, isn't it? Like
I'm a good first mate. I'm a good first mate, buddy. That was the best YouTube scene ever.
Thank you. Yeah, that was great. That was magic, Rob. I don't know what happened. What happened? What came over us?
I don't know, man. Your birthday, I guess. That's what happens when you celebrate on the Mondays.
That was K Magnifique. K Magnifique.
What a very May the 4th turned into Cinco de Mayo birthday stream this is.
That's true, yeah. May the 4th be with you, of course. But
yesterday and today's the 5th, right? Yeah.
I wanted, whilst I was taking a wicked leak, I was thinking about what who had said that about asked if I considered Rocky Balboa Rocky 6. Who said
that? I think
that?
was Professor asked that.
Professor said that. But I was thinking a good analogy here is the same reason I don't consider that Rocky 6, the same reason I don't consider the next Karate Kid Part 4. It's just kind of like a different vibe, different movie. Like it just goes from a different angle. Which, by the way, the next Karate Kid, I always sort of like made fun of it and said, oh, it's shit. It's not shit. It's actually a really great movie, and it's way, way better than Karate Kid Part 3. If anybody out there has not seen the next Karate Kid, watch it immediately, or at least watch it again, because it is pretty damn good. Karate Kid Part 3 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, and I will fight anybody who says otherwise.
I like them all. I mean, because it's Karate Kid. Obviously, I like 1 and 2.
Well, see, that's what I mean. Like
the most.
That's why I'm so offended by Karate Kid Part 3 is because I love Karate Kid 1 and 2, and it's like, why is Part 3 so bad? Like, why is it as awful as it is? Like, it doesn't have to be that bad. Like, don't even make a Karate Kid Part 3 if you're going to do that. Like, don't even bother. Like, okay. I mean, I get so mad about it. I got to calm down.
Take it easy. I mean, breathe. Woosah. My favorite basketball team were the Chicago Bulls. Big fan of anything that has a red and black color scheme. Then Jordan joined the rest. And Jordan joined, and the rest is history.
I think we all had the same kind of history with basketball. Where like when we were like young teenagers, we were just all about it just because of the colors, really.
I think red and black. I think it was part of like the fashion thing too, like that time. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, starter jackets, and like the jerseys and all that. Oh yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people were wearing sports names. You know what I mean? Like it was.
Like a big thing in like my high school was the Charlotte Hornets. Like if you weren't like really all about a team, like you just like wore like a Charlotte Hornets starter jacket and you were cool, like you're okay.
Yeah, Charlotte Hornets or like what's the other one? The Georgetown Bulldogs or something.
Yeah, the Bulldogs. Yeah. Oh man.
Captain Adam gets a safe helicopter that will never crash and can play his favorite movie all the time. There you go, Captain. That's what you got.
Thank you, Stacy.
Just let him know where you can pick that up.
Yeah, I hope. I hope I can get that. I hope I can get that.
Hakeem for life.
Yeah. There was, and that's another thing too. Like when we were teenagers, when we were watching it, they're like, all the players were phenomenal. You had Michael Jordan, you had Magic Johnson, you had Charles. I almost said Charles Bronson. That's not true. He didn't play basketball.
No, I don't think so.
Larry Bird. You had, well, you know what? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Well, so what was that?
Yeah, Charles Barkley. That's what I meant to say. Charles Bronson. Charles Barkley. And
what's the other dude that got shoes there? Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, Patrick Ewing. Yeah, it was just good times, man. Good times.
I like the Jackie Chan Karate Kid movie.
Yep.
Oh, you do you?
Well, you know what?
It's been called the Kung Fu Kid, but I digress. It's still a good movie. You know what? It's a good. Well, I mean, it obviously is a decent movie because it kind of copies like the story a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they did an okay job with, like better than some remakes or whatever that is supposed to be.
Reboots.
Reboot or whatever. But I would have rather they not make that movie.
Yeah. But he's right though, and I've always said this, Professor. I'm glad you brought that up. It is actually not a bad film. I watched it a couple times because it was on one of the premium movie channels during like a free weekend. So I watched it. Yeah, and I was like, it's not bad, but the thing is, it's like it's not karate. Like karate, it even says kung fu in it. Like it's like there should be like Professor said, should be the Kung Fu Kid, but it's not. It's like okay, whatever.
That's what they should have done. They should have disconnected itself from the Karate Kid by changing the title just a little bit. It's still the same kind of concept, same kind of thing. You get the same kind of feel.
Yeah,
but that would have been a way better of a title.
Yeah, I would have had no problem with that. Like, Kung Fu Kid, sure,
way better of a title.
It's like you're like a reboot of Karate Kid. It's like fine,
that's a good idea, Professor.
Yep.
Let's see here if we can find out what's going on here. There's all kinds of people asking questions going on.
Okay, what kind of questions?
Well, after that, he said, if you could blow out the candles on your birthday cake and the wish would actually really come true, what would you wish for, Captain?
I would wish for you, Professor, and Larry, and Gareth, and Rob to be able to come to my local bar and hang out with me for at least 2 hours in person. That's
an awesome wish.
Yeah.
That is an awesome wish. There's another question. Is William McNamara, is that how you say it? McNamara? Best role next Karate Kid or Chasers or Arachnophobia or Caddyshack 2?
That's a good question. I mean, I'm pretty on a next Karate Kid kick right now. Excuse the pun. So I'm going to have to go with next Karate Kid. I would say because Caddyshack 2 blows. All right, let's not fool anybody. You talk about movies that shouldn't have been made. Oh my God, why? You know? Oh my God! All right, hold on. Something's happening. I'm losing connection. Hold on.
I wish Mr. Miyagi had taken Mr. T under his wing. Oh.
Yeah, maybe. Hold on. Wait, there we go. Okay, sorry.
Puma likes beer. Okay.
Well, I do too.
Who should direct a Golden Axe movie? I love Golden Axe. We were talking about this. I love that video game so much, man.
Oh, yeah, that's a great. Oh man, we've talked about this
before. Like you said, Rob. For I don't know how much. I spent a lot of quarters on that game.
That was just like a quintessential arcade game when I was a kid. Just like you, Rob. Like we love this game so much. Who would direct it though? That's a good question. Like what era? Like now or like say like back in late 80s, early 90s?
I'm going to say right now, and I'm going to say Robert Rodriguez.
Huh.
Because I like some gory craziness.
And I think if there was a Golden Axe movie set in like say 92, 91, 92. I think if like Richard Donner did it, or if like John Landis, I think you would still get at least a little bit of gore, just enough funk. You know what I mean? Because they appreciate that stuff. Robert Zemeckis, I don't think he would have touched it.
John Hughes?
No, no. Yeah, that'd be funny. Golden Axe directed by John Hughes.
Golden Axe?
Yeah. I'd still watch it, believe me, but I don't think I think it would have been a little bit too experimental.
It'd be like, maybe like some big like ogre guy and is in touch with his feelings or something, and doesn't want to kill anymore.
I'm tired of it.
He spends the whole movie hanging out behind his grandmother's hut, eating mushrooms, wild mushrooms or something.
I don't have a home.
Happy birthday to you. All the best, my friend from Lundog.
Thank you, Lundog. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Lundog. Hopefully the cream always will rise to the top this birthday and forevermore. But hey, could you get back to the professor's comment? I think he was really loving on what I said, and I love it that he loves it.
This is one awesome wish, Captain.
Yes, it is, Professor. I do hope it comes true one day.
Yes. Well, I have a ticket for the Lotto Max lottery here. It's like 75 million. So
okay, good. It's going to happen.
If I win that tomorrow night, then that's what will happen.
It's going to happen.
We all put our mind power together, Professor. We all link it up and everything. We make the numbers come out. Boom, 75 mil, and then
75 mil.
The rest is after. The rest is what it is.
Yeah, the rest is afterbirth. Yeah.
Do you think movies need a new Mickey Rooney, or who is the modern Mickey Rooney equivalent?
That's a very deep question. I don't know because Mickey
you ever
Rooney.
Seen that movie? I think we talked about this movie before. He did like I think it might have been a TV movie, but he did some kind of movie where he played like a
homeless person, and it was a terrible
that movie.
Mickey Rooney.
That movie like scarred me a little bit. I was like, man, this movie is sad as hell.
Mickey Rooney is an interesting character as a person, because for all the accounts I've read, he was an actual dickhead. Like, he's kind of an asshole. Like, he wasn't that good of a person as opposed to what he portrayed in his films. He was supposed to be like this wholesome character, always like an opposite to Judy Garland sort of thing. And it was like, nah, in reality, he wasn't. Apparently, I don't know for sure. I wasn't there, obviously, but so it was like, as far as like a modern day equivalent to Mickey Rooney, I wouldn't be able to. I couldn't tell you. Maybe Rachel Ziegler.
I mean, by the way, the way you're describing him and the age of him and stuff like that, I'm going to say the modern day, maybe Bill Murray.
I don't know though, because
you see how old he looked in the last Ghostbusters, man.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't have had one. At least not with him in it. It's like, come on, just let it go.
The Frozen Empire, like I enjoyed the movie and everything, but when you hear him talk, he has a couple lines at the end. Yeah. Someone's old when their voice starts going like this.
It's like, dude, just enjoy retirement, man. Okay,
you know you're getting old.
Do anything? You don't have to do anything. Just stop.
Hope you boys are having a great Monday.
Yeah. But yeah, Stacey, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to say about a modern day Mickey Rooney. I guess Rob, maybe Rob had said it best with Bill Murray. I don't know.
Who knows?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe like my choice was Rachel Ziegler, just because he's a dickhead and she's a dickhead, and that kind of happens. It goes hand in hand. So
I'm going to say William Shatner. Okay.
Again, I've heard mixed things about him as well. I've heard that he's easy to work with, and I've heard that also he was awful to work with, and so I can't really say that either. So Yeah.
Well, that's what what's his name? When Gareth was talking to Brian Thompson there,
Yeah.
he was talking about Van Damme,
Yeah.
and he said that like that film he worked on with him or whatever it was, he was terrible. He was terrible, and then on another film he was like not a problem at all.
I guess it just depends on how much Coke they had.
I guess so. Yeah.
And speaking of Coke, if they used the McDonald's straw to do it, if you know what I'm saying. Hey-o.
Right back there.
The hits don't stop here on Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain, right here on YouTube. Well, you know
where you're at.
You're here, so I mean, why are we promoting the show? You're here, so it's whatever.
Professor says a pop quiz hot shots. Best movie, Karate Kid or Best of the Best?
Karate Kid.
I agree.
No question.
Best of the Best is good, but Karate Kid has a lot of things for me because it's the time frame too for me.
Yeah, Karate Kid is such like I just love Karate Kid. Both of them, Karate Kid Part 1 and 2. Just very, very a lot of emotional ties.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying a lot of emotional ties. Just a lot of they're comfort watches to me. Comfort watches to me.
Yeah, for sure. And I had like when the first time I saw that Elizabeth Shue, man, when I was like that age, I was like, yeah, I like that movie.
Oh, Rob.
What's up, the badass shirt, Rob? It's my glow in the dark. My buddy Travis made me this. Put my little logo on it, and just to test it out in the black light, but it glows like a mofo in here. Like the white.
But it's like it also looks like if he were to tell me, hey, I'm checking this water main, I would believe him. Like, yeah, he's working for the county.
That's right. You're checking your water main, or like checking your pipes.
You can, hey Rob, you can check my pipes anytime you want.
Golden Axe Breakfast Club. That's what I'm talking about. See,
Golden Axe Breakfast Club. Yeah. But regret it later. Yes, that's
talking walk at the Elsman, but regret it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Your intensity's for shit. You can whack those elves all you want.
Yeah, Golden Axe was a great game. Great game. Yeah. I know you like beer. I know. What do you want? You want me to send you a beer? It'll take a while to get there.
Stacy, I always liked how in Golden Axe, one of the things you could ride was one of those like weird bird lizard things that you could you had to fight an Altered Beast, another Sega game at the time. I always thought that was great. It was like that bird head that had like two feet and had like a long lizard tail. That was weird. Yeah. That was also an enemy in Altered Beast. I always thought that was good. Yeah. I want to believe this is absolutely true, because it probably is.
He stiffed me on a tip for a $30 pizza in the 1980s. That sucks.
I want to think that's true.
Hilarious.
I want to think that's true. Well, I told you about Mickey Rooney's Potato Fantasy restaurant, didn't I? How that went down the tubes. I told you about this.
Potato Fantasy?
He had a restaurant in the 70s called Mickey Rooney's Potato Fantasy. And the flagship restaurant caught on fire one day. Yeah, there you go. Caught on fire one day, and instead of helping all the customers and employees out, he emptied the register and just left. Like, he wasn't concerned about anybody else but his money.
And then the whole town smelled like fried potatoes for the next 2 days.
Yeah, well, burnt potatoes aren't fried potatoes, are they, Rob?
No, well, that's true.
Yeah.
Mickey Rooney shitted on those bloody night movies.
Yeah.
It sounds like a bad dude, eh? Sound like a bad.
That was going to be my next point. He was a big advocate against, or a proponent or opponent against the Silent Night, Deadly Night flick, saying that it desanctified the meaning of Christmas and Santa Claus and all this, that, and the third. And all the while, it's just like, come on, it's just a horror movie, dude. It's like, he's not saying he is Santa Claus. He just dressed up as Santa Claus to get revenge, and that's the point of it. But then after a while, was it the fourth one or the fifth one where he was the toy maker? He was actually in one of the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies. So it was like he's such a two-faced son of a bitch. Right? Yeah, money talks. That's right. Two-faced son of a bitch.
Two-faced son of a bitch.
Was it the fifth one? Chad, help me out. Was it the fourth one or the fifth one, or maybe even the third one? I don't know. It was one of the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies called like The Toy Maker or something like that, when Mickey Rooney was in it.
It goes like the ooze, baby. So I hear someone is turning 100 years old.
I wish. 797.
Yeah, I was going to say you cut him a bit short there. That goes 797.
I wish I was 100 years old.
Oh, she wants to be invited to the meet and greet with Cap. Okay.
Okay, well that's that. Now I'm going to change my wish. She's coming with us. She's coming with us.
Oh, okay. That's what she meant by I like beer. Okay, that's what she was hinting at.
Oh, I see. Well, no, you're part of the wish, Puma.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't say that before. I'm sorry.
Drink beer. Yes, we got it. We got it now because I like it. I get
it. She's driving home the point, Rob. Let her drive home the point. Okay.
Potato.
Let it happen. Yeah.
How did he know that it impacted my fantasy?
Well, lady, I should just Google it. You'll be very impressed with the menu if you like potatoes. No, it was long gone before I was even a thing. Even before I was even a thought. It didn't last very long.
Professor thinks it's the fifth one.
Yeah, I think it was the fifth one. It was like the toy maker or something. Yeah, thank you, Adam.
There you go. Yeah, Puma's happy now.
Good.
We can always open up a strip club and call it Potatoes and Hose.
We could, but we're not going to.
No, I don't think that's going to happen, but
no.
I mean, another venture we'll put on the back burner for now.
Yeah, we'll let it. We'll stew on it. We'll crock pot it. We'll crock pot it.
What turtle are you? I'm Michelangelo.
Same here, man. I've always thought I was Michelangelo.
Yeah, and Professor says that we should call it Tater Titty. Oh boy.
Oh man, Professor.
And you walk in there and it smells like a mix of perfume and tater tots, like fried potatoes, you know.
And shame. Yeah. Just shame all over the place.
Yes.
Professor, man, where you been all my life with a comment like that? Tater titties. Tater titties.
Birthday belt.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been building up. Sorry. You guys come here if you guys come here for manners, I'm sorry. We are polite, but we're not at a dinner party, so we're not gonna be mannerly.
No. And Lindog is Raphael, so.
Hey, you're in our dojo, okay? So we're gonna belch all we want, even though I'm the only one that does belch on the show.
Well, I do belch when I have to. I guess I don't often have to.
That's weird. I guess I don't know. You drink beer and it doesn't do anything to you. Well, it just goes out of an exhaust fan in the back of your neck.
No, it goes down into my stomach and then I piss it out.
Okay. No.
You know the average stuff I have. It just doesn't. No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Blah. Every now and then, but.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Just whatever, you know. Mm-hmm.
All right. Kieran Culkin and Macaulay Culkin make Home Alone 3. Should it be in Australia?
Why in Australia? Please clarify.
Should it be in Australia? I don't know.
Should it be in Australia? Should it be? Well, whatever it is, could be better than the actual Home Alone 3.
Yeah, because it's.
Yeah, my God. Why is that even a movie?
I don't know.
Call it something else.
His rabbit says, "Happy birthday, Cap."
Thank you, Adam, and tell your rabbits I said thank you. He has a lot of rabbits. He likes rabbits.
We know who the first server or the manager running the Tater Titties is going to be. Welcome, Tater Titties, where we butter your spud. I have no idea what that even means, but it doesn't matter because it
It
sounds good.
doesn't have to mean anything. It's provocative.
Sounds
Doesn't
good
mean
as
anything.
hell.
You know, gets the people going. Well, butter my spud.
Yeah.
Well, cut my legs off and call me Shorty.
Yeah. So we put one of those like in like either inside or right beside Chubby's.
Mm-hmm.
The Chubby's are for men, and then this will be a woman's one.
Yeah, that's why I said the last stream. Like, why did that joke go away? It seemed like you did that very heavily, like last year. Then suddenly nobody was saying it anymore. Like, why?
I don't know, because the people I hang out with where we originated that joke don't hang out with me much anymore. So, and I can say it a lot by myself, but it's just me saying it when I'm by myself.
Well, it's you and the other 7 people in the chat right now. We all understand.
Well, I think there's 11 people watching or whatever.
11?
Yeah.
God, you guys get hobbies. What the fuck are you doing?
Adam says that potatoes are underrated sex toys.
They are, and they conduct electricity, and you can use them to unscrew broken light bulbs out of a socket. And potatoes are very useful.
Wow.
Land dog. We can open a strip club and call it "The Breast Is Yet to Come."
Man. Thanks for the memories.
They're having a chat here. You might be right, Adam. You might be right. You might be right.
And you want to see some of the cool, a cool birthday present I got today?
Yes, I do.
Well, if you guys are maybe out there's a fan of my channel, you know that I collect vintage restaurant ashtrays, and I got 2 more from my collection today, which are rather interesting. Again, my lighting will probably not really be very good for us here, but this is it's early 70s International House of Pancakes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Long before they went by IHOP. I hate IHOP. Like, don't call it that. It's International House of Pancakes.
Yeah, I know. It sounds so douchey compared to International House of Pancakes.
Yes, it's very douchey. And Ron, I got this one in the nice. You can't really probably see it in my lighting.
You can see it well. You can see it.
It's a nice yellow amber colored glass.
It looks like root beer almost.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Did you guys have Sizzlers in Canada when you were a kid?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. Sizzlers was like a U.S. chain. Yeah. It's a steakhouse, but
yeah. And if they did have that in Canada, it would not have been in Quebec because it's an English name. So
yeah. I don't know how good they were. They were probably rubbish, but it was. Yeah, I just don't trust I don't trust like chain steakhouses. I just don't. Like, it's like, I don't know how good that is, You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's a new kink unlocked. Mashed potatoes covered in big titty gospel.
You know what, Rob? I kind of hate it and like it how we turn Professor on every show we have. We turn him on. Like, it's like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, he's enjoying the chat. Let's say.
Yeah,
that's an incredible find.
Well, it was a gift. That was a nice birthday gift today. So,
I'm sure there are videos of goth chicks taking baths in mashed potatoes. There has to be.
I'm going to put money on it. I'll say there is. I'm going to say there is.
Making them right now.
Yeah, right now. Yeah. Yes, Adam, right. I do have a very extensive collection of vintage restaurant ashtrays. Unfortunately, they're very, very hard to display. So I'm working on getting a nice like curio cabinet kind of thing going on to where you can like see them. Because right now they're just on like a table, and like you can't really look at them. They're fun to collect, but really hard to display. And that's.
Have you ever had anybody like? Well, I guess not because I don't know. Do you let people smoke in your pirate ship?
No, because it ruins my shit.
Okay, I was gonna say you never had them out on display and had to like stop somebody from flicking an ash in there.
No, not yet. No. Yeah, no, I don't smoke below deck. And I'm a heavy smoker too. And I don't like smoking indoors. That's the thing. I don't mind when I go to a bar. I don't mind not being able to smoke in there. You know what I mean? What I do mind is not being able to take my drink outside to smoke. Like, you better have a smoking patio area for me, or there's going to be a problem. But I don't like smoking inside. I don't like, it clings to your clothes. You stink. Like, it's all this kind of stuff. Like, I think smoking outside is not a bad idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think when they do that IHOP, KFC, don't be lazy and say the whole goddamn name, dagnabbit.
Yep. Dagnabbit. No, dagnabbit, dagblammit.
Lady says Longhorn is pretty decent.
We talked about this before on the show as well. Yes, Longhorn is pretty decent, but a lot of trial and error with that. Like, I think they just, they got it right eventually. But I think chain steakhouses, I don't know.
Chubby's is closing down. What are you talking
about?
No!
Oh, no.
Oh, apparently it is. I don't know. Could be.
Health code violations?
I haven't been informed of anything, so.
Lots of small curly hairs in the mashed potatoes.
What the hell? I just heard I'm sure my cat is expressing feelings out somewhere.
Your cat's singing some kind of romantic tune to your neighbor cat.
Almost all the Chubby's dancers and owners left, so the Chubby's are closing down. Ah, shit.
That's what I told. That's what I told the press, but really, it was the curly hairs, in the mashed potatoes.
Well, I figured that would just came. That's what some part of the little things that people liked about it.
Well, that's not to say it wasn't, but that's to say what government regulations brought upon
Roadhouse. That we do have a Texas Roadhouse here.
Yeah, we talked about this before, and I thought that's really strange. Like, you couldn't be farther away from Texas.
Yes, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't have them. We shouldn't have them where I frequent. Like, we're so far away from Texas. We have them. We're like, okay, your authentic Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah. I'm sure it is. Do you have the Mighty Quinn on VHS with Mimi Rogers and Denzel?
I don't. No, I do not. No, I do not.
I might. I might. I have a little bit. I have a tiny Denzel section. I have a couple of his movies that I keep together.
I think the only Denzel movies I have is Philadelphia and Glory. That's all I have.
I have those two. I have like a boxing movie with him. I got Training Day, of course. I have a few of his. I have like a little section of his, not a super big one, but I have a few.
You don't have a super big one?
Super big, big one.
I'm sorry. I'm a child. I'm sorry.
Of course, I did work at Chubby's, so.
Sorry.
Remember when IHOP had a smoking room and it was like the third circle of hell?
It's funny that he brings that up, and I thought that when I got this today, I was like, you know what? It reminds me, and I might bring this up on the stream tonight. Smoking regulations, indoor smoking regulations, are weird because they go by county. Do you have counties in Canada? Canada? Yeah, townships.
No.
Townships.
Well, we got things like that, but they're not called.
Well,
that.
in the States, there's certain states have either counties or they have townships. It's weird, like it's all state, whatever. Yeah. But in the state where I frequent, the counties, they're for the longest time, they're like smoking indoor smoking regulations were by county. So like, you went to an IHOP or an International House of Pancakes in one county. Then drive 20 minutes to the other county, they would have a smoking section where the other one wouldn't, and they would have that for the longest time. And I'm talking up to like maybe 6 years ago, which seems so weird if you think about it. Like, smoking section 6 years ago, like how faux pas smoking is now indoors. But yeah, like International House of Pancakes for the longest time had a smoking section, and Adam Wright is correct. That's why they call him Adam Wright, because he's usually always right in what he says.
No, Canada has, instead of states, we have provinces. It's divided up into provinces.
Oh, I should have known that. I should have known that.
And then inside them, we have obviously like different municipalities and all this bullshit and like that. Mm-hmm. But when it came to when they banned smoking indoors, I don't know. I'm not sure if it was different across the country. I think when they passed the rules on that shit, it might have been just the whole country. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was weird.
Lady has not been to a Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Professor watches the show every week and starts singing "Turn it on, turn 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 it on again." Took me a second to figure out which one the song where we're going with that.
Yeah.
Do people have lights and have coolers rip out their people's throats in those Texas Roadhouses?
No, yeah.
No.
I wish they did, Professor, but think of...
You would think they did, but they don't.
They're like Chuck E. Cheese's for adults, if that makes any sense. They're like this really like really corporate chain restaurant. The Roadhouse is only a formality. It's not. They're not Roadhouses.
No,
no way.
It's not even. No. It's not even like a bar. It's not even a bar. It's just like a dining area.
It's like getting drunk at Chi-Chi's. Like there's no honor in that.
Yeah, it's not a party place. It's a place people just go and eat, I guess.
Yeah, it's a chain restaurant. It's no. Yeah.
True reason about Chubby's is closing down because of the medical bills from all the heart attacks the dancers were having from eating fried chicken while they dance. So.
Well, I believe that's always a problem. I mean,
it's a recipe for disaster. Let me tell you that.
A lot of compounded saturated fat.
What about Cowboy Bob's, Cap?
I'm sorry. Are you talking about cowboy pork chops? Okay.
Cowboy pork chops, choke and puke.
Yeah, if you're going to throw a reference at me, make sure it's correct.
Captain, since you collect retro stuff, maybe you can suggest a place I can buy those beautiful red cups Pizza Hut used to have.
Yeah, eBay.
Years and years now.
eBay.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. I got this right here. I got this about last year. I got this on eBay. Nice a draft. Well, about a half pint draft glass from Pizza Hut. When they sold beer at Pizza Hut, you can get yourself a nice Michelob Light in this with a nice personal pan pizza. I mean, you're having a good day. That's great. That's what made Pizza Hut so great.
Yeah.
One of these things, but
I like that.
The red Pizza Hut cups. You can find them, no problem. Just look them up.
I don't know about counties. Maybe here, like I said, I'm not from I'm from the separation of Canada. So they might have counties here somewhere. Do I live in Welland County? No, I don't think so.
Well, that's the thing here. Well, in the States, where it's like there's some states have counties, some have townships.
Yeah, all their towns and whatever. I don't fucking know, but they might call some things counties around here, but I doubt it. I have not been to British Columbia yet. No.
Vancouver. You in Vancouver? You get to Vancouver one day?
I've not been to Vancouver yet. I've got as far as Alberta. I've been to Calgary, but I haven't been there. The Cupcake Cabaret. The Cupcake Cabaret and the Bare Necessities, also great names for strip clubs.
He's not wrong.
The first one is the Cupcake Cabaret.
Come on down to the Cupcake Cabaret, baby. And come see some puppies, some flapping puppies, and come see some sweaty meat here at the Cupcake Cabaret. Some sweaty meat here.
If you try to remember the name, there you go. That's it.
come on down and smell some thigh folds.
Pizza Hut also the bitch and salad bar.
They did. They had potato salad there that I have not yet met its equal for some reason, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I love.
But they had potato salad on the salad bar. That just didn't taste like nothing I ever had before in my life. And I have no idea why. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. So.
Professor has tried eBay, but all the listings that he sees don't look right. They have Coca-Cola. They have the Coca-Cola logo, but the ones he remembers didn't have that.
Well, you're right because Pepsi. I'm sorry, Pizza Hut was a Pepsi branch. They did not have Coca-Cola. So you're right about that, Professor. Just keep looking. Put it in your search history, and every time something comes up, eBay will remind you. And we'll say, "Hey, this listing just came available." But yeah. But I should say this too, Professor. As far as I can remember, the Pizza Hut cups you're talking about didn't have any logos on them whatsoever. They were just red with like a weird, like funkadelic design.
Yeah, I think that's what he means. The ones that he finds probably has a Coca-Cola sign on them.
Yeah. So just keep looking, man. Just keep looking.
They had chocolate pudding you can put your salad on.
That's right. And again, I should say, the chocolate pudding didn't taste like any chocolate pudding I've ever had before in my life. I still haven't. And
you must have sprinkled it with something.
I don't know, man. That was from a different dimension.
A great Macho Man. And also a great Dusty Rhodes impression. The captain is talented.
Well, thank you for mentioning, Professor, but I'm just very blessed. That's all.
I had a burp. Look at that.
Oh, for some reason I just
burped.
It came through my mic. That smelled like burnt Mr. Pibb. Oh, listen to you. Oh. It's like you're an end boss in Bad Dudes.
Sorry about that.
Why do I smell it? It doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't be able to smell it, but I do. It smells like burnt Mr. Pibb.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
it smells like an old lady's pair of underwear is on fire, eh?
Maybe.
I like Wendy's salad bar as well.
It depends. Sorry, that's a really stupid joke, and I'm sorry for saying that.
Depends on fire.
Yeah.
Do you like Stone?
Hold on. Wait. Larry, you're right about the Wendy's salad bar. For some reason, they had the same stuff in the Pizza Hut salad bar because they all tasted the same when I was a kid. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I don't know, but they did. It was magical. I haven't had its equal since.
There you go. Do you like Stone Temple Pilots?
Yeah, some of their songs. I wasn't that big of a fan of them. I know, like, people I went to school with were ape shit about them, but I was like, nah, not really that much.
Very good.
How about you, Stacy? Stacy, were you a STP fan?
I enjoy them. Tape Talk now. Burpo Vision.
I think burp. Good comment, Professor. Burpo Vision. Yeah, you can feel it, you can smell it, you can hear it right here on Tape Talk with Robin the Captain, a visceral experience. Let's see. I liked the album Core, Stacy, STP, their breakout album, I guess you could say. I liked that album. I had it on cassette when I was a teenager. But I didn't care for what was the other one? What was the one after that? What was the other one? Core. What the hell was it called? Purple
Spontaneous Combustion.
The
first albums were the best. Yeah.
What was the other one that had the? Damn it! Because I had it on cassette too, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it as much. I didn't mind it, but it was just different. I don't know. Purple. Thank you. Yeah, not everything is gold. You know what I mean? Not everything's gold.
Did you like? Do you like any of what he did with Velvet Revolver?
No, I didn't. No.
They have a song or two. They have a good song or two.
No, and I didn't care for them at all.
It sounds like that band is interesting though, because it sounds kind of like Guns N' Roses and Stone Temple Pilots mixed together. That's what it sounds like.
Of course, I mean, who would have thought that would have happened?
Actually, like I said, there's like one or two songs that I can dig from them, and I don't know their whole repertoire or anything like that. But
yeah.
Interstate Love Song.
Yeah, one of my least favorite songs of those, by the way.
Not a fan of it.
Yeah.
Audio Slave was good, yeah.
They were. I should say, well, because I had the album and listened to it a bunch. I didn't like their radio tracks from it. I liked Cochise. That's a pretty good song. Very, very heavy riff.
Mm-hmm.
Just a very, very, man, what a riff. And Gasoline was a good song. Had a couple good songs on that album, but I don't know, like the 8 tracks I didn't like too much.
Yeah, they did a good job, It was all right.
Well, it was great. I mean, I just didn't like the 8 tracks. That's all.
Doesn't like the 8.
Wow. And then they're like, Cochise was an 8 track, I should say. That's what made me buy the album. But then the other 8 tracks, other singles, I didn't care for very much. But the rest of that album was great.
Huh. Who would you cast in a live-action Castlevania?
Oh, man, I love your question, Stacy, but I wish you would specify what era, because I am not very keen on modern actors, but I do have a repertoire of who would have been in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, do that. Do you what you comes to your mind, and that's it.
Man, for Simon Belmont, who would have played Simon Belmont in the 90s? I'm going to do 90s. Rob, who do you have in mind? You take it. You take the floor for
this. I'm not familiar with Castlevania. I'm not the biggest. I don't know all the games. Yeah, I don't know the character, so off by.
Okay. Let me just. I'll say this. Off the top of my head, and I shouldn't say this because it is a pretty complicated answer, but if we're going like an alternate universe answer for this question, I'm going to go with like a real serious, dramatic actor that is Owen Wilson. If Owen Wilson was a dramatic actor, I think he would make a great Simon Belmont in like an early 2000s placed Castlevania film.
No, I don't watch that shit, so I don't know.
Okay. So Stacey, it's just you and me. You and I are talking then. For like an early 90s casting. Oh man. Who would be Simon Belmont?
See, even Larry's a good question.
It's a great question. He's right.
She says Mickey Rooney as Simon Belmont.
Yeah, we'll do Mickey Rooney as Simon Belmont.
Arnold as Simon.
No.
Luke Evans, who actually played Dracula in Dracula Untold, would make a good Trevor Belmont.
Well, that's Trevor Belmont. I'm talking about. Stacey asked about Castlevania, not Castlevania 3. Okay, Professor? All right. Dickhead. I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't know it.
Well, Simon Belmont was the protagonist in the first and second Castlevanias. He had died after the events in Castlevania 2, and his predecessor, Trevor Belmont, which I think was either his brother or like his cousin or something, continued on for Castlevania 3. That's about all I know. I just know through Castlevania 1 through 3. I don't know the rest of it, but yeah, for Simon Belmont, I don't know, Stacey. I couldn't tell you. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Yeah. Maybe.
Rod Taylor.
Yeah. Which Belmont though, Stacey? Simon or Trevor? It was. Yeah, it was. It was great. It was a good Sega answer to Super Castlevania from Super
Never
Nintendo.
played it. I might have played it once, but
How did you never play Castlevania? I don't understand this. Like, what?
Not enough to know who the fucking characters are and
Oh man,
other people in there and shit. I played a bunch of games. I played like hundreds of games. I don't fucking know.
Okay, well, you don't got to cuss. You don't get hot. You don't got to get hot about it. Damn.
God damn it.
All I play is Bubble Bobble. F you.
I play Burger Time, okay?
Yeah, which is really hard. Okay,
I've been playing Operation Wolf. Bad Dude, the ninjas in it, and what's the other one? There's an underwater one. You know, there's the underwater one when you're going down and you're like, there's stuff. They're sending bombs at you.
Yeah, it's the submarine one, like the submarine game, and you had like because the arcade cab had like the periscope, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, like in the game itself, like it just shows you a landscape, and you dive deep, and you gotta stop. There's like enemies, subs shooting missiles at you and shit.
Mm.
I've been playing that anyway. They're still talking about Castlevania up in here.
Well, it's a good topic. As Alucard, sure, yeah, sure.
Castlevania is his favorite game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Weller.
As Simon, I don't know. I think you need a British guy. You would need a British guy for Belmont, Simon Belmont. I would think.
Yeah, Bad Dudes and burgers afterwards. Sounds good.
Well, I'm a bad enough dude to have a tiny version of Bad Dudes.
I got a tiny version of
a penis
of Miss Pac-Man over here.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't mean it, Chad. I didn't mean it. Okay, internet. Oh my God, he wiped me out. What is this? Men in Black.
Anyway,
what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
Bad Dudes starring Mickey Rooney.
Oh yeah. Bad Dudes starring Mickey Rooney and Peter Weller.
Which actually, this is not a very arcade accurate because Rob, as you know, Bad Dudes is actually called Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja.
Yeah.
And everybody always just calls it Bad Dudes, which clearly My Arcade, the company that made these mini cabinets, thought it was called as well. But it's Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja. So F them.
F them.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, Red Brown would have made a great Belmont. Jesus Christ, man. People love this shit.
Yeah, but which one, Simon or Trevor? It does matter. I'm sorry, it matters. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Professor. Yeah. When you wake up, I apologize.
I don't know what he's talking about. To tell you the truth.
Oh, the strobe light I put in the camera.
You did? When did you do that? When did that happen?
When I was just okay.
I can't wink any harder than I just did. So
Simon.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Red Brown. Yeah, he'll be good. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say.
Great, they'll be good for Simon.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to? I'll just read my TV guide from 1984 while you guys talk about.
Okay, folks. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being very insensitive. Chat, we're sorry.
Fame.
I'm sorry. We're talking about something Rob doesn't want to talk about, which I've been there before. We talked about stuff on the show I didn't want to talk about.
I didn't say I didn't want to talk about it.
No, you didn't have to say it. You don't have to say it. Okay, some things you don't have to say. Hey, silence is violence.
Hey, look. Yes. There you go.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. See, I think we're on to something here.
Professor has spoken.
But let's move on. Let's move on.
I'm only joking, man. I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't think you are. I don't think you are joking.
Well, I am.
I don't think you are.
Anyways, we're passing 2 hours now. So, how many more Keystones you got to go?
I'm done. That was it. As soon as you said that, that was my last call.
No more stones left.
Yep.
Professor, the captain has swallowed all the stones, and bingo, Professor Macabro. See, bingo.
The Keystones. Don't call them.
Everybody likes the Reb Brown.
Yeah.
The Reba Brown.
Reeb.
Is that short for Reba McEntire?
I hope so.
I hope not.
Reba. Hey, she was great in Tremors.
Yeah, she was okay, I guess. You could put something else. You could have put like Curtis Armstrong in that role, and it would have been better. But
or Bonnie Raitt.
or Bonnie Raitt. The captain has no more stones left to give. Well,
nope.
No, any with a key in it, that's for sure. Well, happy birthday, Captain.
Oh, thank you, Rob.
You know, as you comb your beard, it's looking lovely now.
Well, it gets so raggedy, you just move your head, like smushes against your shoulders, and the next thing you know, it's like,
I noticed your party hat is missing. That looked great on you.
Thank you, but it was annoying. I took it off to actually get in my bathroom.
Was it cutting into your head?
Well, it was comfortable. It was just like really, I was like knocking stuff over as I was walking. So, I don't know where I put
my God, Cusack as Belmont, okay?
I don't know. That would have been. I don't know. That's. I don't know. That's. That would have been a life-changing role for him, I should say, as far as like what he's really associated with, like for the roles he takes, more like a comedic actor, maybe. I'm sure there's some drama.
Or in his later years, anyway,
Yeah, maybe in his later years, sure, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
He doesn't have any really great movies in his later. I mean, he has some good.
Okay I think there would be like a big asterisk beside that casting decision, as far as Cusack goes for Simon Belmont.
Have you seen The Raven?
With Vincent Price, yes, but I don't know what else you're talking about. I really don't. I'm sorry.
He doesn't know. Where he plays
Sorry.
Poe. Oh, yes. With Cusack. Yes, I've seen that.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of movies called The Raven. Yeah. Larry. Okay, you need to specify.
Yeah,
okay.
I saw that.
The Raven with Vincent Price actually isn't all that good. Listen. Just because Vincent Price is in a movie does not mean it's good. I want everybody to know that right now. And I know you might think it's sacrilege to say that. But hey, everybody does dog shit every now and again, okay? And Vincent Price is no exception to that rule.
Sarah Jessica Parker and her horse face as the annoying floating Medusa heads.
Oh, come on, Professor. You're just being mean now. I mean, what is with him?
What's up with her, eh? Because she was cute when she was younger.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, she was not bad looking, and like in
she looked like a younger horse.
In Leaving Las Vegas, she was pretty good looking.
Leaving Las Vegas?
Not Leaving.
You mean Honeymoon in Vegas?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, see, I'm with you on that confusion because both of those movies sort of came out at the same time, and both of them starred
Vegas, man. At least I got Vegas right. That's all I give a shit about.
Well, and both of them starred Nicolas Cage, but they're both very different movies.
Yeah, I know. Okay. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, you can get to the answer.
Very different movies, but one starred Elizabeth Shue, right?
And I like both of them. Me?
No, you're right, Professor. And I was going to say that, but I'm glad you said it first. I didn't want to go into it, but that is one of the greatest jokes in the movie Ed Wood, because the old joke is Sarah Jessica Parker walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Why the long face?" And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
we're here for jokes. We're here for jokes, folks.
That's straight up bullshit, Cap. Name one Vincent Price film that was so good.
I would name all of them. I will say Vincent Price was good in them, but the films, not so much. Vincent Price was good in everything he was in. Unfortunately, everything he was in was not so good. So yeah.
No, you cannot tell me in a honeymoon in Vegas when she's wearing that white dress there and that she looks bad.
Oh, are you kidding? No, I don't care about her face. What face? She has a face. She doesn't have a face in that movie.
Even her face doesn't look bad.
She doesn't have a face. No face. No face.
Hey, listen. If Susan Sarandon says, "Let's get a BLT," okay?
I like
David
a BLT.
says, "Let's get a Philly cheesesteak."
I like them. I like that too.
Which offer do you accept?
It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I want something more heavy, I'll go with Gina Davis. If I want something a little bit lighter on the BLT side, I'll go with Susan Sarandon. I don't know. That's a tough question. To me, that's apples and oranges.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say a BLT or breakfast. So if I'm going out for like breakfast or early lunch, I'll take a BLT. Yeah. And if it's nighttime, I'll do a Philly cheesesteak. Like depends on the time frame.
I like them both, though. I like a nice MLT sandwich, mutton, lettuce, tomato sandwich, especially when the mutton is nice and lean.
Sarah No Face Parker, yeah.
Well, that's weird. Okay, that's weird.
I would like to go out with Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis and put a BLT inside a Philly cheesesteak and eat it.
That sounds like a double entendre for scissoring.
It might as well be. It could be.
You're sick, dude.
He deserves an Oscar for his performance in Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini.
Hey, like I said, man, Vincent Price is great in everything he's in. It's just that everything he is in is not great.
Now, is a Philly cheesesteak from Little Vino's?
It can be, if you want to. It can be. It could be a with or without. Use that cheese whiz.
Belmont. What the hell, man? We're still talking about Belmont?
It's a good topic. I mean, Belmont has a very extensive bloodline.
You could have both a BLT and a Philly cheese at the same time as you were jumping off the cliff. Yeah, the car in the cliff. That's right. Driving right off.
Well, you might as well at that time. It doesn't matter. You're done. You're done. Wow, that was an awful thing you just did.
That's me eating a Philly cheesesteak and a BLT at the same time as I'm going off a cliff in a car, okay?
That's called a good improv. Mime.
It's called improv.
Good mime. Good mime, dude. It's mime. Miming.
All right.
Miming.
I don't like mimes.
Okay.
Nick Cage Belmont.
Okay.
For the win, okay?
Listen, Rob doesn't like Castlevania or James Caan. Stop talking about either.
So no, I don't know the characters.
No, you don't have to say it. Like I said, dude, silence is violence. Silence is violence.
The obvious choice is to have the Cage Man play Dracula.
Well, he wasn't Dracula, but he was great in Renfield. Or was he Dracula in Renfield? Great movie, though. I can't remember. I was wasted when I watched it.
I like that performance, Rob. It close to home. Oh, James Caan is Belmont.
Oh, listen. Okay, everybody stop. Don't trigger Rob, okay?
Only if
Cher.
No.
You can say it, Rob.
No,
Cher is Trevor Belmont.
Only if what's her name? What's the name of the lady that beat him up there in Misery?
Oh, Kathy Bates.
Yeah, only if Kathy Bates plays the bad guy. Cher as Belmont. How about Cher as Belmont?
Okay, now everybody's pissing me off. That's a bridge too far.
Here, I would like to propose they put Demi Moore as Belmont, and then they call Captain Adam to fill it in.
Yeah, I'll be the understudy.
It'll be Demi Moore as Belmont, starring Captain Adam.
Yeah.
Well, Kathy.
I'm fine with it. Whoa! Oh.
I like Kathy Bates, man, and Bad Santa. Is it Bad Santa too?
Why does that smell like sulfuric acid mixed with like a Pez dispenser? Like, what is it?
Oh my god.
It's like scientific. I need to get that looked at. That doesn't make any sense. It's like physics class.
Oh, it smells like it smells like you dropped a bunch of like prescription drugs into paint thinner.
Yeah. That's a different one. I like that one. That's. I like it how we're going caustic. Like it's like we're beyond the pale at this point. Like whatever we have to say.
She was funny as Bad China too, man. That movie's awesome. I love both those movies.
She was also in Fred Claus. You ever see Fred Claus?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a great movie. I thought it was a great movie.
Make a Humpty Dumpty on the Wall live action movie.
Maybe you could do that. Yeah, you could do that. But who with?
Young Stallone and Arnold in a live action version of Bad Dudes.
No, I would do a young Van Damme and maybe Seagal.
I was about to say Seagal as a joke.
Yeah, because like they weren't like Stallone and Schwarzenegger weren't really like martial arts.
Sorry, DeVito.
They weren't really martial arts. Savvy. Oh my God! Oh, I don't know what's happening.
Oh shit!
I'm making lasagna, mate.
Are you macing yourself?
No. Oh, I'm okay now.
Okay.
It's like a lot of like hiccups and belching at the same time. You know what I mean? That happens sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
A lot of conflicting issues in my esophageal tract.
You need to secrete sometimes. You got to secrete.
Well, I'm secreting as we speak. Oh man. Speaking of secreting, I really got to take a whiz, Rob.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll wrap her up there. We'll wrap her up there. All right.
Let's wrap her up, okay?
Stallone and Arnold would be cast a live action Contra.
Yes, that has been said many times. From other people. But yes, yeah, that's what they based those characters on was Stallone and Schwarzenegger. Right. But as far as any kind of martial arts flick goes, it shouldn't be them. It should be anybody else.
Mayday said he turned another year older and now everything's going downhill.
Yes, as you say. Speaking of going down hill, there's urine going down my leg. I'm just kidding, but it's going to.
We're going to wrap her up.
Listen, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I will see everybody on Friday. Rob, hang in there, Rob.
Friday. Happy birthday, Captain.
Yeah, Rob.
Yes, good. Now.
Goodbye from Robin the Captain. Goodbye from Robin the Captain. This has been Friday Night Tape Talk with Robin the Captain. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video. Only on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe. And take care out there. Keep your heads clean. And be kind, rewind. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. See you next Friday.
Your video and audio heads will now be cleaned.
What?
Your video and audio heads are now clean. Press stop and eject tape now. Eject tape now.
Eject tape now. Eject tape now.